What's up, guys? I'm Marissa,
And I am Brodie from Australia, if you can't tell from my funny accent.
and we are here today to share how to chase your passions and set up your office anywhere in the world. How to build a personal brand and business online with zero experience. And whether you're here to learn more about working online so you can travel, or you want to spend more time with your family, or you just want to create more abundance in your life, you are in the perfect place because we're going to be going over all of it today. And just a few years ago, both of us were in your shoes. We were looking for something online, and this was it. This was the golden ticket for us. And so we really just wanted to come on and share it with you guys.
Yeah, and definitely, I feel like you should get excited if you've looked at a few different things before and you haven't found something that completely landed with you, or you tried some things and you didn't make the money that you wanted to earn. Get excited because both of us, had looked at a few different things. I'd actually tried a few different businesses and none of them sat right with me until we found this. This really is the golden ticket to help you achieve that success. And we're going to do our best to keep this webinar short and sweet, under 30 minutes. We can give you that value and show you exactly how to turn your life around.
Yes. And last thing before we dive in the next 30 minutes, definitely try to focus as much as possible. So any distractions that you have, you're probably watching this on your phone. So stop scrolling on Instagram or quiet the music that's in the background. Just go somewhere quiet just so that you can really focus and get as much as possible in the next 30 minutes.
And if you stick around to the very end of this video, you're actually going to hear some actual stories from people all around the world who've had success using this exact program that you can plug into right after this call. So make sure you stick around to the end, put all distractions away. And Marissa, let's get started.
Let's do it. So what we're going to be covering in the next 30 minutes, Brodie, you want to take this one?
Sure. First, we're going to be sharing a little bit about ourselves and our story. That way, you know why you should even bother listening to these two strangers, why the online space is the place to be, how to begin generating an income online from anywhere around the world. We're going to explain who this opportunity is actually for, so you know if it's for you. And just as importantly, we're going to help figure out whether it's not for you as well. We're going to talk about some of the common misconceptions and beliefs around building a personal brand or working online, because you may be thinking, well, I don't know if I can do this. And we're going to show you that you can. We're going to teach you how you can literally start implementing these strategies straight away. We're going to talk about the income possibilities. Well, how much money can you actually make? Is it life-changing? Is it something that you could eventually do full-time and travel the world and spend more time with the people you love? Hint, yes. What you need to be successful online and what you will get with us, and an opportunity to hear from others, which is the testimonials at the end. Marissa?
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, let's keep it going. So we just want you to take a second before we dive in with a ton of information. We just want you to take a second for yourself and imagine a few things, because we could not have imagined a whole bunch of things that, life is for us now. And so we really want you to sit in this moment and just imagine saying yes to the opportunities that actually light your soul on fire, right? Saying yes to things that can change your life. Never having to turn down time with your family and friends, actually being present with your family and friends, being present in every single moment with the people that you love, rather than being scatterbrained because your mind is somewhere else, your mind's on work or whatever that may be. And imagine traveling on a whim simply because that's what you want, right? It's something that you've always dreamed of. Or taking time off because you're your own boss. You get to make your own schedule. Never having to stress about choosing work over family. I know that is a huge thing for the both of us, right? We never wanted to have to choose our work, our job over our family and the time that we get with our family. And we're sure you're in the same boat, which is why you're here. And really living each day with intention and absolutely loving every single moment, because we only live once, right? So sit in that for just 1 second and think about, what would life look like for you if this was your life, right? And what would it feel like? And if you're anything like us, you wanted all of these things. I'd imagine, Brodie, you wanted all of these things as well. And we didn't really know how to get them until we came across this. So just think about it for a second. But we'll dive into the nitty gritty now. So I am going to share a little bit just about who I am. So you know where I came from, and yeah, just a little bit of credibility. So much like most people, I grew up in a middle-class family. I'm from New York. And I had a pretty decent life, but I was never one of those people that knew exactly what they wanted. You know, those people that literally like come out of the womb and they already know what they want to do. I was never that person. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to help people. And so went to high school, went to college, graduated college with honors, and still had no idea what I wanted to do. I got my degree in criminology. And unless I wanted to go for another 2 to 4 years or something crazy like that, I did not want to go to more schooling. I didn't really have many options. And so 2 years after graduating college, I still did not have a job in my career field. So I was bartending, I was waiting tables, I was temping at office jobs, which I was falling asleep in the middle of the day, temping at these office jobs. I was just kind of making ends meet simply to pay off the student loans that I had gotten from college, that I, the degree I wasn't using. So my boyfriend at the time and I decided, hey, let's move across the country and try something new. We really wanted to travel, and this was our opportunity. So I quit my job back in New York, and we traveled across the country to California, which is where we have been living for the last couple of years, except for now we are traveling the country in a van, but we'll get to that in a second. So a couple months into moving to California, I found it. I found my dream job. I was so stoked. I thought this was it, right? The 401k, the pension, the time off, the PTO, whatever. It was all, it was all coming true. It was all these things that I had worked so hard for. I found myself in law enforcement, and I started my career in law enforcement, which was very, very difficult. And I liked it, but I was crying every single day. I was miserable. I wasn't passionate about what I was doing. And a year into this forever career, this thing I was supposed to stay in for 20 plus, 40 plus, who knows, right? I was absolutely miserable. So talked it over with my fiance and boyfriend then, fiance now, and I decided I was going to quit. I had no backup plan. Probably wasn't the smartest idea in retrospect, but I decided to quit anyways. And I found this opportunity 2 days after quitting my job. Hallelujah. It was the best thing ever. And I dove right in. And in the last couple of years, it's been about 3 years now as this webinar is being recorded, I have been online for 3 years full time. I have not only retired myself from my previous job, I have also retired my fiance from his job. We now travel the entire country in a converted Sprinter van, and we literally live every single day with so much joy and so much intention because we get to do the things that we absolutely love. Not only that, this opportunity has changed my family's life. Both my fiance and I do this together full time, and we make more in 1 month now than we used to in 6 months, all through the system. So we're really, really excited to share that with you guys. And if any of my story resonated with you, know that you are in the right place. That's all for me, but Brodie's going to come out and share a little bit about himself.
Well, guys, I'll try to keep this short and sweet, but sometimes I struggle when sharing the journey. My story is pretty much the exact opposite of Marissa's. So I was a high school dropout. I spent my entire life wanting to just get into the army, and I figured I didn't need to finish school. So I went to apply for the army. I passed so many different things, and then I just failed like one thing, and my dreams of joining the army were gone. I dropped out of high school. I didn't have any degrees. I'd always just worked just normal, casual labor kinds of jobs. And I actually had it tough. I ended up running away from home and was a bit of a rebellious child, to be honest. And I was lost. I didn't know what it was that I wanted to do. And then eventually I just fell into a job that most males in Australia do, which is working in construction, is working in very labor intensive jobs. I was cleaning up job sites and just doing all the things that nobody else wanted to do and getting paid accordingly, which wasn't very much. I never really had, a lot of money to my name. Maybe I'd saved up $5,000 at the most. And I spent every single day looking at the other people working their jobs who were maybe 45, 50, 55. They all looked miserable. Their bodies looked absolutely smashed from the kind of work that they were doing. None of them were happy, and none of them were financially free, and they were never going to be. They were all just okay with working until 65, 70 years of age just to retire and live out the rest of their days kind of in fear that they were going to outlive all their money anyway. So they couldn't actually enjoy all the money that they'd saved, and they'd put in so much time and energy to get to this space where they couldn't really do anything with it anyway. So I wanted to find a way that I could retire early while I'm still young enough to enjoy it, to travel, to experience the world, but I had no money to do it. I had less than $5,000 to my name. I tried all these different little side hustles and businesses, even whilst working in construction. I built a gym where I used to do self-defense for women. It did okay, but that didn't really make me much money. I tried cryptocurrency. You'd be making a lot of money one day, and then the next week you'd be broke. I even tried to run and operate like an amateur boxing event where we would get temporary liquor licenses and sell alcohol and make a little bit of money that way. And then I even did a storage business where I would go into storage companies and say, hey, is there anyone here who hasn't paid for their units? Let me clear their stuff out. I'll sell it and I'll give you 10%. Like, I've always been entrepreneurial, tried so many different things, but nothing earned me enough money that it was sustainable, that I could look after the people I loved, and that I could actually travel the world. And it wasn't until about 4 years ago that I was scrolling on my social media that I came across this post where they spoke about some online opportunity where you could learn to, even just completely on the side, part-time whilst working a full-time job, you could learn these simple skills. And they had this opportunity on the inside of their platform. And once I seen it, I was like, I need to do this. And like Marissa, I dove right in. I had a mentor just like you'll have. They taught me everything they knew. And it absolutely changed my life. And I can't wait for us to share it with you. Since then, I've traveled the world. I'm traveling now. I'm in this the most incredible hotel there is in this whole city. But if you wound back 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, however many years ago it was, I ran away from home. Like, the difference in my lifestyle compared to then, compared to now, it's like chalk and cheese. You couldn't even compare it. So I spent a year living in Asia. I've been able to travel all around the Whitsunday Islands. I'm always out there free diving and doing so many different adventures. And then I traveled Australia as well with a caravan for 6 or 7 months. All of this I did before the age of 30. And these are things that we put off until we're 65 or 70, but that time may never come. And when it does, you might not be in a position with your health to even enjoy it. So if there's an opportunity for you now to do something now that can completely change your life over the next 12 months, 2 years, then I think it's a very wise investment of your time to really listen to this, because it's changed our lives, and you can definitely change yours as well. Marissa?
Absolutely. Your story is so powerful. I love to hear it. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think, a lot of times we overthink certain things. Do I have the time? Do I have the energy to take on something new? But when your life isn't where you want it to be, which obviously both of ours weren't at the time that we found this, and you decide to consciously make a decision to change that, that's when the magic can happen. And it can happen for you just like it happened for us. So awesome.
Yeah. And
All
that
right.
is something that I think does keep a lot of people back from trying, is because they think, oh, well, I need to do this full time. And what if it doesn't work? No, you don't have to quit your job to do this. You need to do this to eventually quit your job. And it's something that you can do totally just with your spare time in the beginning, because we've created an automated system that you get to plug into. So you don't have to do all the things you would usually do if you started a business from scratch, because we've already done it. And we'll explain more soon.
Yeah, for sure. We will be getting into what exactly it is that we do, and then how you can get started as well. We really want to touch on why online, right? There was always, everyone's so used to going to a job, clocking in, clocking out, driving somewhere, right? But when COVID-19 hit, the world changed forever. And it really showed a lot of people, a lot of businesses, and a lot of companies how much can actually be done online. We were both online before COVID hit, but the online market is constantly growing, because that's exactly where the world is going, right? So everything we do is online. Shopping, I do not go to stores anymore. Buying cars, right? You can buy a car online and it just gets sent to your house. Learning new skills, right? You're here learning a new skill, right? Online. College courses, right? Most people take their college courses online, especially, during this time or during the summer, right? Doctor's visits, working out. I travel full time. I can't be in a gym all the time. So how do I work out? I work out on my phone, through an app, right? And banking, everything we do is online now. Actually, I saw the other day that there was a study done that the average American spends, and I know, Brodie, you're not from America, but I use this statistic, and the average American spends 3 to 5 hours a day on their phone. And that's the average, right? There are people that spend way, way more time on their phones. A lot of millennials, right? We spend a ton of time on our phones every single day. So why not spend that time on your phone generating income rather than just scrolling and kind of being aimless? Okay. Take it away.
All right. So now we're going to talk about what this opportunity is not. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not like Bitcoin or something like that, where you're expected, where you're thinking that you're just going to make money overnight, which you don't. And if that's what you're looking for, you're going to continue to get burnt. You really want to find something where you're building a career. This is not your standard multi-level marketing where only the person at the top makes all the money and you can't make any money. To be frank, the person who introduced me to the business, I've been making a lot more money than them for a very long time. This is not something where you will need to be pushing products, and taking photos of all these different lotions and potions and all that real cringeworthy stuff. You don't need to be posting things on your personal page if you're worried about what your friends and family might think. There's no cold outreach or cold calling. You don't have to just hit up strangers and be like, yo, can you buy this thing from me? There's none of that. It really is. It's a sexy business model is what it is. And it's not something that you need to be super like tech savvy in to be successful, because we already created the system and the online opportunity on the inside. It's just a done deal. Marissa?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I know for me, I really wanted to add this in here because when I was getting started, I was nervous. I was very nervous. I personally had actually never done anything online before. And this was the first opportunity that I came across. I knew exactly what I didn't want. And this checked all the boxes on it not being that. So for me, I really didn't want to be, posting on my personal profile or reaching out to my friends and family, or I didn't even know what cold calling was. So if you don't know what cold calling is, that's totally fine. But I didn't want to be reaching out to random people or trying to, be something that I wasn't. I wanted to be me and create a business around it. And that's exactly what this was. And definitely you do not need to be techie, because we give you step-by-step training, which is really awesome. It's click by click. It's very, very simple and very broken down. So what we are all about, what we do here at Build Your Empire University. So this slide is a bit intense. If you get overwhelmed, totally fine. We are going to cover it in detail. But what we do here at BYEU, we teach you how to build a personal brand, and don't worry, we'll explain that, on social media, and leverage that personal brand to generate income utilizing high ticket affiliate marketing. So the two things I want to explain here. First is personal branding, right? What the heck is a personal brand? A personal brand is you. It is your passions, it is your skills, and it is your personality. It is you sharing all of the things that you love and creating something around it. It is as simple as that. It's you being you. Brodie, if you want to jump in and share a little bit more about personal branding, but that's how I explain it.
A personal brand around their family. If they want to spend a lot more time with their family, some people might create it around health and fitness. Some people may not have any idea what it is that they want to create a personal brand around in the beginning. So we'll just teach them how to create ads so they can make money. And then once they've got the money to spend more time doing what they're passionate about, then we teach them how to build a brand from there. But all this stuff will be covered. Marissa?
Absolutely. Yeah. I wanted to touch on lifestyle real quick because, for a lot of people, when they're thinking about building a personal brand, they're like, first off, what the heck is a personal brand? So at least now you know what a personal brand is. But a lot of times it's very easy to just simply share your life, and that creates your personal brand. So it is as simple as that. And don't worry, we got you covered with all the training on how exactly to do that and how to share it. Now I want to touch on high ticket affiliate marketing, because if you've never heard of affiliate marketing and you don't know what high ticket is, this might be totally over your head. That's totally fine. So high ticket simply means more expensive. So higher commissions, not nickel and diming, right? With, like Brodie was saying before, like posting lotion pictures or whatever, right? Nickel and diming with smaller, smaller scale products that are going to make you a very, very small amount of commission. So we focus on high ticket simply because, well, you can see in the middle here, our BYEU affiliates gain access to exclusive high ticket offers, earning them anywhere from $350 per sale all the way up to almost $5,000 $1,000 per sale. That is one sale potentially replacing a full-time income. That is why high ticket is so much more powerful than low ticket. And low ticket simply just means lower commission because it is lower priced. So through advertising on social media, when anything is purchased, right? So utilizing that personal brand that you have created, when you advertise through ads on social media, when anything is purchased through any of your affiliate links, you are the one receiving the commission. So essentially, you're the middle person in this process. You're not the sales rep, or you're not the product pusher. You are essentially the middle person. You're the middleman in the sales process, which is so awesome. And you're not physically selling the products. Like I said, you're basically just the middle person. So more time for you to go chase your passions and rely on your automation to do the rest for you and the system.
And that's why we created a system that has automated the selling process, because we know a lot of people that don't have experience in sales. They don't know how to explain this stuff. So we created a system that sells it for you. We teach you how to create the ads. And then when people click on those links, they make a purchase. You get to look at your bank account and go, ba-ding, and watch the money go into your bank account, and you can do what you want with it. You can save it, you can invest it, you could buy a new car, new washing machine, get your kids the best clothes that you want, send them to a better school, like whatever it is that you want to do with that money, that's your decision. You get to have that freedom, and it's all because of this system and the exclusive inside offer inside of BYEU, which we can't wait for you to see.
Absolutely love it.
All right. So is this a good fit for you? And who is it exactly that we're looking for? So we're looking for hardworking and dedicated individuals who are simply looking for more out of life. Like they're hungry, like they want more. They don't want mediocre or average. And I know if you're on this call, chances are that's you. Those who are sick of working for someone else and having to answer to a boss or to be on someone else's schedule. For me, I've always hated answering to a boss. I've always hated like being told what to do, when you can eat. Like the thought now of having another human being tell me what time I can eat lunch and go to the toilet blows my mind, to be honest. We want to work with people who've got an open mind and a willingness to learn. Like, yes, we understand that building a brand or running ads, there's a chance you have no idea what we're talking about, and that can be overwhelming. However, the reward of potentially earning that commission, that can be enough for us to go, well, I'm open to learning these skills. I don't know them right now, but that's why I'm not earning that kind of money, and I'm ready to learn. We're looking for wanderlusters and digital nomads, people who want to see the world and experience things and capture those moments, live life and capture it. Those who want freedom of time, location, and income, right? Not to worry about how much time do you have, how much money you have, or where do you live. Once you can supplement your income through an online opportunity, all of a sudden, you've got the freedom to choose how you want to live your life. Wannabe travelers and digital nomads, and those who want to help their parents so they don't have to work forever. That's a big one. It was a huge motivation for me. And I know a lot of people who literally start this business just because of how much their parents have given to them, and they want to be able to give back and don't want to see them working into their 70s. Marissa?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things for me when I was getting started too. My parents had done so much for me throughout my life. And I was like, if I stay on this path where I'm headed, nothing's ever going to change, right? I'm not going to be able to help the people that I love. I'm barely going to be able to help myself. And I need to do something bigger, not only for me, but for the people that I love. So I can create something generational, something that, that I can pass down to my future family, that I can give to my current family. So since we went over who this is for, we are going to cover who this is not for, because this is not for everyone. Let's be honest, not everyone. Well, we're going to go over it. So this is not for people looking for a quick fix. We are not a get rich quick scheme. We are a career opportunity, a business opportunity, right? So we're not here, sharing the next quick fix. We're sharing something very legitimate. Those unwilling to step outside of their comfort zone. If you are stuck in your bubble and you cannot take one little step outside of your comfort zone, this might not be the best fit for you. Those unwilling to learn and be a part of a community. Our community is huge. We have an amazing community of people all around the world, and we help each other every single day. And so if you're not about community, you might not be about us. Complainers, people who are unwilling to work hard toward their goals. If you're going to complain, but not actually put in the work, right? Again, this might not be the best fit. The unambitious and uninspired. You must be inspired, or you must try to, be willing to become inspired, right? You might start this journey not being the most inspired, and that's okay. I was not inspired at all. I just knew what I wanted, and I knew that over time I could create that. Again, the quick fixers and anyone who searches for the wrong in everything and never accepts the right, right?
Yeah, no, that's right. It's so easy to look for what's wrong in an opportunity, but what's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. And if you're optimistic, you'll find where the money is. Because the more you can just say yes and try, and if it's not for you, you know it's not for you. Put it to another side, try something else, because you only need to take a risk once and it actually worked to completely change your life.
Absolutely. Love it. All right. So we wanted to go over some of the common misconceptions when it comes to working online or just getting started with something new. So the first thing, a common misconception, definitely something that I struggled with in the beginning, was I need experience, right? You think if you've never done something before, or if you're coming from a job, right, that required, certain amount of experience, then you're thinking, oh, well, I need experience to be successful. I had zero experience online, and so did Brodie. Neither of us had any experience in this field. And so we really laid out our training step by step so that you don't need any experience. All you need to do is be willing to learn. A following. Brodie, how many followers did you have on Facebook and Instagram before you started?
I didn't have an Instagram. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 50 friends on Facebook. I'm not sure. I didn't use it. I didn't use it.
Neither did I. I use it to scroll occasionally. Instagram, I had my friends on, my personal profile, which is another thing. You're not required to use a personal profile for anything that we do here. So a following, even if you do have a following, your friends and family are following you on your personal profiles, your Facebook and Instagram, you're not actually going to be utilizing those. So I started with 0 followers because I created a new profile. So I need a ton of money to invest. No, you do not. You have to be willing to invest in yourself and your future, but you do not need a ton of money. Brodie shared before, he had next to nothing when he got started, but he made it happen. And I quit my job before starting. Again, probably not the smartest thing, so I'm not telling you to go do that, but I was still able to, invest in myself and my future. I have to travel. This is a huge common misconception. I travel full time. Brodie travels a ton, pretty much full time as well, right? Yeah, he does travel full time, and we love it. But we travel because we love it, and we choose to travel, not because it's a requirement. If you want to stay home in your PJs with your dog or your kids, or you just want to chill all day, whatever you want to do, that's cool, right? You are building a personal brand, so you get to choose that. You're not required to travel. You do not need to have an influencer lifestyle in order to make money online. This is a huge misconception, especially for millennials. They think I have to have 10K followers and I have to live this like ecstatic influencer lifestyle. No, my life was boring when I started. And Brodie was working construction when he started. So again, not influencer lifestyles before we started. A huge common misconception is that it's not actually possible for you, right? You come in and you think, well, okay, I'll watch this web class, but I don't think it's actually possible for me. I've never done this. I've never been an entrepreneur. I've never done anything like this before. So how could it work for me? I really challenge you in this moment to think about, what if it does work for you? Not the possibility of it not working for you, but the possibility of it working for you and it changing your entire life. Because if it's possible for us, 2 people on different continents who had no experience, then there's no reason why it wouldn't be possible for you as well. And the last thing is that you need to build your own website or find highly profitable products to sell. No, you do not. We literally provide you everything that you need right here. It's a one-stop shop. Brodie?
Yeah, and definitely. And when it comes to, I think also a lot of people want to learn more about, well, how much money can you make? Like exactly like what kind of income can you earn? And the laws have changed a little bit about this when it comes to presentations. Like if someone's earning, let's say $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 a month, like every 4 weeks, we're not actually allowed to share with you exactly how much money each individual's earning, because then it's like us guaranteeing that you're going to make that certain amount. However, what would an extra $5,000 a month do for you? What would an extra $500 a month do for you? For many people, that would be life-changing, to have an extra $500 a month that they can pay groceries, pay rent, put towards their mortgage, right? But what if there was a chance that you could earn $5,000 a month? Is there people earning $10,000 a month using similar opportunities to this? Yes, and a lot more, many times over. And a lot of these people started with no following, no experience, no idea, but the inside opportunity that we have, it's just powerful. A lot of it's automated. And if you're surrounded by the right people in the right community, you can have success doing this. Marissa?
Absolutely. Yes, I love that. Okay, so what you actually need to be, oh, Brodie, you can take this one. I was going to
Cool.
cut you off.
All right. What you need to be successful online, and what is it that you actually get here with us in this community? You're going to receive one-on-one mentorship, and it's something that you will need if you want to have success online. I've seen a lot of people buy into this Forex trading, cryptocurrency, stocks, so much different stuff where they buy this course, but then they've got no support, no one there to directly help them and mentor them, and then they don't have success. You're going to need some automated systems. If you don't have systems automated, how are you going to run your business when you're still working full time? But our system has automated parts to it, so you can. You're going to need a step-by-step training platform from people who actually know how to make money online. There's so many people who just talk about making money online, but they don't actually know how to do it themselves. So how can they coach you to success? Well, you're going to have so many different leaders you can't even count, all from different parts of the globe, teaching you how to do this. You'll also have community support. So not just from your own leaders and mentors or whoever introduced you to this platform, but from people from all around the community will be there to support you and help you. And we've got an exclusive Facebook group as well that we're always doing live calls, and people are sharing their stories and saying, hey, 6 months, 12 months, a year ago, we had only just got it started. We really didn't know what was going to happen for us. This was our journey, and this is where we are now. So you get to learn from them. You're going to get access to our proprietary products and services that are in high demand. No worry, these are all provided to our affiliates exclusively inside the platform that you'll get to have a look at once you're inside the platform as well. It's very important that you have a strong why. So I want you to sit with this for a second. Why are you even watching this video? What's your inner motivation that makes you want to change? And understand that if you don't change, nothing changes for you. If you're not prepared to become better, then life can't get better. Whose life would improve if you were to improve your income and your skill sets and your mindset by doing something like this? And you need an open mindset that allows you to actually see an opportunity when it's right in front of you, because I've seen so many people that you can literally hold the golden ticket in front of them, but their own negative self-beliefs doesn't allow them to take action on it because they don't feel like they're worthy of success or it can't happen for them. Well, you need to, even if you've got those feelings, you need to step forward and take action anyway and just see what happens. And if it's not for you, put it to the side and keep trying until you find something for you. Marissa?
Yeah, for sure. We did want to just share a glimpse into our online community and exactly what you're going to be getting. So this is just a quick rundown of our home screen here in BYEU.
Yeah, for sure. So as you can see here, there's lots of different little drop-down menus. So it's basically like you can come in here and learn all about entrepreneurship, how to make an income online, and learn all these skills that you don't yet know. However, you don't have to watch absolutely everything to start making an income. This is the kind of business that you actually earn money while you learn. And you can have things already automated and running whilst you're still going through the videos. We just want to make sure that we provide so much stuff for you that if you really want to get in, dig in, learn, improve your mindset, learn about marketing, learn about entrepreneurship, starting a business, and you've got no idea how to do it, we just want to make sure it's all there for you. But realistically, the most important thing for you to do is just do the first 4 modules. That way you can learn all about the online opportunity that we have exclusively on the inside that we're going to show you how to get access to at the end of this call, just so you can see whether or not this is for you. And then if it is for you, alongside with your coach, the community, and this incredible platform, then you can start getting into the rest of the training and really setting this business up for yourself so it works for you even while you're working your full-time job.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was going to mention that I was nowhere near done with my training when I started generating an income with this platform and with this opportunity. And so as long as you are one of those people, that learns and you take it in and then you go and you implement that strategy, that thing that you're learning, we are a one-stop shop. We don't just give you training and you have to go figure everything out on your own. We are a one-stop shop for an entire business. You don't need anything other than a willingness to work hard and a willingness to, learn and, implement everything that we teach you. One of the biggest things for me when I was getting started was knowing that there were people like me that thought like me, that weren't just stuck in this like mindset of 9 to 5 and life is what it is and we'll be miserable. There are people out there that are exactly like you, that wanted exactly what you want right now, and they went out and they created it. And this is our community. These are just a few of many photos we had to pick through to share with you guys. But for example, a couple of weeks ago, I just got home from a retreat where there was like 25 of us hanging out. We were learning all things online business. We were having fun. We went UTVing, which is very similar to ATVing. We just, obviously you can see here, Brodie, if you want to share a little bit about the last retreat that you were on.
Oh yeah, I mean, here at BYEU, we understand the importance of building culture and building community so everyone can learn from each other, and surround yourself with other people who've got big goals and big visions and big whys, because that energy is contagious. So what we did is we actually held a 4-day retreat on a sailing yacht in the Whitsunday Islands of Australia, learning how to do freediving, mindset, yoga, breathwork, meditation, all about entrepreneurship, but more than anything, just having a good time, having some fun, because that's what life's about. Life is short. It's not guaranteed. We've only got a certain amount of days, and we need to make the most of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're not just about business here. We are totally about community. And so just wanted to add this and share a little bit of that with you guys. And maybe one day you will be in one of these photos with us. So we are going to dive into what you actually gain access to here at Build Your Empire University. So we're just going to run down a list of all the things that you are going to actually gain access to. So the first thing is our all-inclusive training platform and systems with pre-built sales funnels and access to our recommended high ticket offers. It's okay if you don't know what that means. I did not when I got started, but know that it is very important to have all of that. And that is valued at $4,997 US. Next thing is high-level training from experts across the globe. Again, we are all in different places in the world, and click-by-click training videos that you just saw in the last slide. That is valued at $1,997. Don't worry, you guys don't have to actually pay this. An expert strategy call. So this is going to be a one-on-one call as soon as you dive into the program. That is valued at $497. One-on-one mentorship provided by our community leaders, which is valued at $200 an hour. Exclusive access to our Facebook group, which is $100 a month value. A sales team, which is awesome. You don't actually have to do any selling, which is valued at $55 an hour. All the techie stuff, which I put priceless because in my opinion, it is very priceless. Brodie, you want to take the other half?
Yes, you're going to get access to our 30-day sprint program outlining what to do every day to ensure your success. This is just a bonus. We just want to give it to you. We're going to be providing some mindset 101 training. So we have people teaching you all about the law of attraction and how to have the right mindset for business. The copywriting mastery recordings, which is actually teaching you step-by-step how to create ads. If you've never written an ad before in your whole entire life, we show you how to do it. Okay, so the total value of what you're actually about to gain access to at BYEU is $7,846,000 USD. Now, that's probably about $10,000 Australian or something around that. And even if that's how much it was, that would still be, that's okay. That would still be a pretty normal kind of price point to start a business that can earn you the kind of money that this can long term. So even if it was 10,000 Australian or $8,000 US, that'd be about right to start a business. If you wanted to start a cafe, if you wanted to start a coffee shop or anything like that, cafe, coffee shop, same thing. But you know what I mean? Like if you wanted to start a small business, it's probably going to be between 10 to $50 or $60,000 just to get started. You're not going to have a community. You're not going to have a mentor. You're not going to have an excuse to go out there and have fun and capture everything. And you're not going to be able to do it from your laptop. So the fact that you get all of this, and that's why we built a system. So we didn't have to charge individual people $8,000 every time they wanted to do this. We built a system that you can actually rent and you can get started right now for only $1. Literally $1, you can gain total access to all of this. You can go through it, you can learn it, you can try it out, try it on, see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, you can simply cancel and you'll never pay another dollar to BYEU. So my advice to you is, if you're serious about entrepreneurship, your why is as big as you know what it is, then get access to this. And if you don't understand right now exactly what it is that you'll be doing, that's fine. I mean, it's only a 30-minute video or whatever it's been. I don't expect you to understand how to make $5, $10, $15,000 a month online right now. However, pay the dollar, do the trial, get access to the platform, watch the first 3 or 4 modules so you can actually understand, well, what is this inside online opportunity? Watch it for yourself and you'll be blown away like we were. And then you can get stuck into the rest of the platform. And if you don't absolutely love it, you can cancel. But if you really, really want to understand this and exactly how it works, that's why we're giving you access for just $1. So you can come in at 0 risk to you. There's no contracts. Check it out. Meet the rest of the community. And either way, you know, nothing but love for you. If this is for you, great. Let's work together. If this isn't for you, totally cool as well. Marissa, anything you can say on that?
Yeah, for sure. We really just wanted to, you know, ensure that it is the perfect fit for you, which is why we offer it at $1 rather than charging an insane amount of money, right? It is so important for you to know that this is the thing that could potentially change your life. And so we've removed all barriers to entry by literally offering, you know, almost $8,000 worth of value for $1, right? You get access for the 7 full days for the entire program at $1. And then after that, if you love it, just like we did, you can continue on with the monthly membership. And if you don't, like Brodie said, you can cancel it. And there is even a 14-day money back guarantee. So you have so much time to be able to go through as much as you can to really understand, is this the perfect fit for me? And if you're anything like us, and if you've gotten through this entire video, right, this 30 minutes, then it probably is a good fit for you, just like it was for us. So like Brodie said, dive in. You are going to have so much support, you know, so much training coming your way, and you're really going to be set up for success, but you have to be willing to take that chance on yourself. And it's literally $1. We are not making this up. So one last thing we wanted to share. You have 2 options at this point, right? You learned everything that it is that we do here at BYEU. You learned exactly what we are going to be providing you, what you're going to be gaining access to, what you're going to be doing, right? You have 2 options. Option number 1, you take this information and you do absolutely nothing with it. And you go back to your current situation. If that what you feel is the best for you, like Brodie said, all the love in the world, that's fine. You know, that is what you feel is best for you. Option number 2, you decide right now in this moment to invest in yourself and your future. You begin to actually take the necessary steps to change your life. You watch this video for a reason. Someone sent you this video because you wanted a change in your life, right? You wanted to live the type of lifestyle that we live, or you wanted to help your family, or whatever that might be for you. You started watching this video for that reason. Remember that reason and move forward, right? Because we only live once. And if we do it right, that's all you need, right? But we don't get time back. And so this is the opportunity that's going to give you the things that you truly want. So you choose your 2 options. We are going to leave you with that. Brodie, if you want to add anything, absolutely. Yeah. Otherwise, we can dive into the testimonials.
Yes, definitely. So obviously it's only $1 to get started. If you do decide you absolutely love it, once again, it's only $99 a month, and you can cancel that $99 if you don't absolutely love it. But ask yourself, what is it costing you not to do this? Yeah, sure, it might be an investment of $1 or $99 a month later on, but what is it costing you not to do this? Because it's a lot more than $99 a month that you're losing if you don't actually do this. And now we're going to move into some incredible, powerful testimonials from people who've had success with this. However, if someone has actually sent you this link physically for you to watch this, and you absolutely love it, that's the person that you reach out to. If you want to get access to this community, you need to reach back out to them and say, I love it. I'm ready to do the $1 trial. Send me the link. I want to check this out. I want to learn more about the opportunity by doing the trial so I can get the information so I can make a decision if this is for me. And Marissa, if they weren't actually speaking to somebody, yep, how do they get started?
Yeah. So if you saw this through an ad, or you were talking with someone and you might not even need to reach back out. You're just ready to dive in. There is a button below this video, a get started now button. Just click that button. It will bring you to our homepage where you can invest your $1 and get started today with our program. The $1 is probably not going to hang out for too long. When I got started, I did not pay $1. I went straight into the $99 a month. So just know that it is a fast action bonus. You're going to want to dive in ASAP. So either reach out to that person that sent you this link, or you can click the button below and get started today. But without further ado, we are going to share a little bit from a couple other people in the community that have had amazing success, and they just want to share that with you guys. So we hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for your time.
One more thing I want to say is that if you are going to push the get started button below, don't stress. You still get a mentor. They'll reach out to you probably via email to say hey and introduce themselves.
Absolutely. All right, guys, have a good one. Enjoy the testimonials. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, my name's Steph.
And my name's Michael.
And we've been a part of Build Your Empire University for 14 months.
Hey guys, we're Sarah and Sheldon, and we have 4 amazing little kids that call us mum and dad.
I'm Ashley, and before BYU, I had 0 experience working online.
Hi, my name is Tyler. Before starting with Build Your Empire University, I had no experience in entrepreneurship or business or digital marketing.
Prior to starting with BYU, we had absolutely 0 experience in the online space.
Prior to starting with BYU, I had absolutely 0 experience in the online space and really not that tech savvy, still am not. That's why the BYU side of things takes care of all of that for me.
Yeah, the only time I think we used social media was to connect with our families back home.
And this program has been nothing but life-changing for us.
And like most people, we started this to create something that could give us financial freedom and time freedom.
And not just for ourselves, but for our kids as well.
Prior to taking this business full time, I was in human resources.
Before joining, I had done almost a little bit of everything. I delivered food while in college. I waited tables. I worked in call centers. I worked retail, customer service.
I was in corporate America, hating life, just like feeling like I had this bigger purpose, knowing I was meant for more, but having no idea how to start.
I was a construction worker in Melbourne CBD for 14 years.
We were both working full time, Sheldon in the corporate world and myself in childcare.
In the automotive trade for 17 years. I started as a light vehicle mechanic, worked my way up to a diesel mechanic in the mines.
I was actually in the beauty industry for the past 7.5 years. I was working for myself, doing eyelashes and beauty.
Realistically, it was just the same every day.
What we realised was the more money we earned, the more of our time it required. And the more it took us away from our kids. And it started to affect us all.
I could never commit to full-time work. I was a nurse and I just had to work casually because Tom coming to and from work all the time just didn't align with me, working things out with the kids.
I was so insanely nervous about what would other people think of me? What if my family and friends saw this?
We had no idea what to expect.
The unknown was more scary to us than,
For the familiarity of life as it was.
Yeah, so we didn't want to stay in the positions that we were for the rest of our lives.
Hesitant at first too, weren't we?
100%.
I mean, we had no experience doing anything like this, and trying something new can be scary. And sometimes the people around us don't necessarily support the things they don't understand.
If I looked at going back to corporate America, I had no chance in ever paying off the debt that I got in. And so I knew I had to make this work. I had no choice.
I didn't believe in myself for one. I had a lot of self-doubt and couldn't really imagine myself achieving all these goals that we had.
I knew I could keep my business completely separate from any personal accounts that I had, so I could grow this and I didn't have to go reach out to family and friends, bug them.
What if it's not too good to be true? What if it can work for me? And by doing that, I was able to put one foot in front of the other every step of the way, get started, implement the training.
We was in a bad financial position and we couldn't afford to get worse.
We didn't want to go backwards.
Yeah, but also I had a fear that if we did nothing, then nothing would change.
Every single day, I just took one step after the other, and I kept holding on to where I wanted to go, and I let that be stronger than where I was, because I didn't want that to hold me back.
We were asked a life-changing question. If we do nothing, could we see our lives changing for the better?
We have an amazing community and mentors that teach us and help us and guide us. And before I knew it, I was one of those people, living the life that I thought was too good to be true.
I've quit my full-time job. Michael's quit his full-time job. And
we're about to leave in our caravan and travel around Australia full time with no end date.
I retired myself from corporate America, retired my husband from corporate America, and we are traveling across the United States in an RV with our dog, and we get to spend every day together creating memories.
Yeah, we're now building our dream car. We plan to travel the country next year. Our financial position is awesome now, and we no longer have to work in a job that we don't like.
My life has completely transformed. Within 1 year, I was able to retire my boyfriend from corporate America. We now get to spend every single day together, and we spent the last 3 years traveling the world. We've been to over 40 countries in the last 3 years alone and counting, all while growing a multiple 7-figure business and getting to wake up every single day how we choose.
And now it's completely different. I no longer have a 9-to-5. I no longer have a boss. I am my own boss. I run my own business. I earn more than I ever thought possible, all while really living my dream lifestyle.
It made us better versions of ourselves and therefore better parents, and open up so many doors for us as a family.
We've been able to impact so many and change so many lives through this platform as well.
Think about your life 1 year from this exact moment. Where could your life be? Where do you want your life to be? What do you want to change?
Our biggest piece of advice would be is going with an open mind and grab this incredible opportunity with both hands.
One piece of advice would be to you is to jump straight in and have a look. There's so many people out there closed-minded, missing out on so many opportunities.
You can think of all the reasons why it won't work, what someone else says, why this, that. But you'll never know unless you actually try, unless you actually commit to yourself.
Number one piece of advice for someone thinking about getting started with Build Your Empire University is not to overthink it, because that's personally what I did for far too long.
Who may be sitting on the fence. If you want to change your life for whatever the reason is, change doesn't happen to you, it happens because of you. And only you can take those first steps.
Go after it, and you never know what is possible for yourself until you try.
Take the leap, because now there's never a better time than right this very moment.
Because yesterday you said today. So today's the day.